What's going on, guys? Richard James here, and you guys have probably seen your freaking newsfeed blow up with the Switch. So, sorry to be contributing, but like considering that I just, I guess, sit over here, that I did this and camped out in front of my store for like 10 hours to make sure that I could get one, because the GameStop that was closest to me closed 2 weeks ago, and yeah, that was gonna get bad. So. Just wanted to make sure. So you can take a look at my. Here's the. I'm new at this. Sorry. So that's a look at the overall thing. But here's the Switch case itself. Kind of compact. All right. And of course, y'all know I'm all about that. So I had to get Breath of the Wild. Couldn't get the Master Edition because like people were selling that shit for like freaking like $400 and plus. I think somebody even has it for like $10,000 for the fucking Master Edition or some shit. Like, the Master Sword statue isn't that important, so I think I'll be okay on that. Of course, I got my hands on one of these. My store only got like 5 of them, so that was really the thing. I wasn't so worried about the Switch itself. It was getting my hands on a Pro controller. That I wanted to take advantage of an employee discount, because the total for, well, I'll give you the total when I'm done here. Like, I ended up relenting on this. I wasn't originally going to get it, but I figured enough people were going to end up getting it, and as far as I know, there's no online for that, but it might be something fun to play. If there's going to be a game that I'm going to get together with people and play as a group, this would be it. I'm not going to freaking go for 1-2 Switch, because 1-2 Switch really should have been a pack-in title. That's not something that people are going to go out of their way to spend on unless they knew absolutely nothing else about the system. And I'm going to say that right now and tell you done fucked up with the 1-2 Switch. 1-2 Switch should have been a pack-in title, and if you had to bump up the price a little bit, maybe like $329 or something like that, I think it would have been. I think it could have been a thing. Or you could have done it as like, if you buy the Switch and you're getting 1-2 Switch, like that day, like you get like a 50% off or something, some kind of incentive to buy it right off the bat, because the longer it stays on the shelf, the less it's going to be worth, and it's already kind of a hard sell. It's a really hard sell for like a freaking WiiWare title. Of course, all the freaking amiibo. The lovely Zelda. The Bokoblin. I'm trying not to get the glare on the screen. My boy, sorry, the rider Link on Epona, or a horse. I don't think Epona's in the game as we've come to know her. And there's the Archer Link, and this massive beast. Honestly surprised it's as big as it is. The Guardian amiibo. And for reference, like, this is as big as as amiibo usually gets, so this thing is kind of gigantic in comparison. That's kind of crazy. Although, to be fair, like, the Guardian itself is not that large, it's just that it's got all those arms. Without the arms, it probably would be the same size as a regular amiibo. Whew! I'm gonna go ahead and set this stuff aside. Oh, thank goodness for editing. And I'm gonna need to get another bunch of cases like I've been getting. Like I have. Like I got a bunch of these for amiibo. For my amiibo stash. Look. See, it holds like 12. The freaking Mr. Gay Man watch had to spill all over the fucking place. But it's pretty good. I did wish it'd have some more cushioning. But as far as I know, these aren't commercially available. I got a couple of these at Best Buy, and then I had to start ordering them off of Amazon. So, there's that. So, I'll do a little bit of an unboxing. I don't really want to set up the Switch just yet, because I've been hearing reports from a couple of people that the dock has a tendency to scratch the screen, which is a really big oversight on Nintendo's part. But I guess they figured that people would get a screen protector, which is all the more reason it should come with one. Like, it should have had a screen. most devices you get these days will have some kind of sticky thing on the screen already, and you end up peeling it off. It's like a low-quality one that's just there for the sake of protecting the screen until you get a good one, like a tempered glass one. But, like, they didn't even do that, and I have to admit, I'm kind of disappointed. And I'm honestly surprised that this thing is that easy to open. You can see, they even tell you. They give you a little guide here. Plug it in, set it up. Alright, I really do, like, I've waited this long for Zelda, and holy fuck me. That is, yeah, I was not honestly prepared for it to be as small as it is. Like, that is freaking tiny. Like, I did not think, like, I thought everybody was exaggerating how small it is, but it's flippin' tiny. Like, that is a Joy-Con. This is a Joy-Con. Even in my hands, it looks tiny, but I can, let's see. I'm just trying to get into my head to see how I would play this. Yeah, that's a basic bare buttons console. I could see how that could work, but just for frame of reference. So, sorry. That's an NES controller. This is a Joy-Con. So you can see this is, like, even the NES controller is fucking dwarfed by this thing. And I don't know. I honestly thought it would be a bit bigger. Like, I thought it would be a bit bigger, but I guess, like, it's amazing to me though, because it's not being misrepresented here. Like, here's what the box looks like, and here's the Joy-Con. You can see it's not misrepresented. It's actually, that's to scale. So it just looks smaller. It's weird. The thing in real life looks smaller than it does in any of the pictures, even if the pictures are to scale. I'm looking right, I can't get over that. Like, this thing makes it look huge. And it's literally the same damn size. But it looks, I don't know what it is. It looks smaller in real life than it does even when you're picturing it. I'm like, I can't wrap my head around that. Wow. And then here's the actual console itself. It's got some weight to it, some heft. It's about the size of a conventional tablet. So, I wonder if I have something to scale here. So, like, here's a PS4 controller. So it's almost as big. I don't know. I wonder if they end up making a Pro one. I'm gonna be kind of mad. Like, I kind of wish they did make a Pro one that came out like the same time, but like a Pro one that's a little bit bigger. So yeah, that's still kind of. I'm not gonna say disappointing. I mean, it's meant to be an all-in-one console. So let me take a look at this then, because if this is an indication, this is the Pro controller. This is almost the same size. Now this was $70, which is the same price as some Xbox One controllers you could get right now, and only $5 more expensive than some PS4 controllers you can get. But you're still gonna hear people pissing and moaning that $70 is too much, and then the Joy-Cons, it's $80 for two controllers. Think about that. Just try to find. It's odd. It's the Pro controller has little things over here that you have to cut open. Hopefully I don't fucking cut my face. Not that, not that I'd be missing much, I'll admit. But like, yeah, the console itself doesn't have any stickers on the side at all. So it's like, yeah, we want you to just fucking, walk away with one of these things. Alright. That's it, and it comes with the cable. Gotta admit, I'm liking that. I'm gonna have to keep that so I can have some kind of packaging. That's... new controller smell. That feels good. That feels good. See, look, like they have this little plastic peely thing. Why wasn't that there for the freaking screen, Nintendo? Like, come on. That's something that really should have been there. But I will say, this does feel nice. Like, I'm Splatooning on this shit. Splatooning all day. Now, for reference, here is a Pro controller next to a PS4 controller. So you can see it's almost the same size. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is weird for me, and I'm also left-handed. But a better comparison, naturally, would be an Xbox One controller, since the design is almost exactly the same. So you can see the Xbox One controller is actually looks like it's slightly bigger, but I'd say they're basically the same size, same layouts and all that. But this piece of shit, as I said in my previous video, does not come with a rechargeable battery. You have to buy that separately, and that's about 25 bucks, I think. Yeah, it was like 25 bucks for a battery pack. So a controller, so if you want a second controller, that's 60 bucks for the most basic. If it's white or black, it's basic. That's 60 bucks. If you get a colored one, that's gonna run you anywhere from about like $65 to $70. Like that, it's ridiculous, and they don't do anything extra. This has no battery on its own. You have to buy batteries separately. It comes with 2 no-name AA batteries, but that'll only last you so long. You're gonna either have to keep spending money on buying batteries or buy a battery pack. This is complete. This is done. This has everything except this has full accelerometer. I'm looking forward to that because Splatoon spoiled me on motion aiming. So like I don't know. I'm not much of a sniper. I'm usually too dumb for that. But I came to like sniping a lot. It was its own little thrill. Like, you know, you got to take the shot and make it, and if you don't, you're gonna have to learn how to run. But I'm looking forward to being able to do that on this. I kind of wish that I could use this on freaking PC. Like it pisses me off that because I have just recently been playing Infamous Second Son. And that uses all it's obvious this was a launch title. It was a launch title for the PS4 because it uses all the fucking gimmicks. It uses the touchpad. You gotta swipe shit. You gotta pick shit up and then hold it while you bash things. Then you gotta hold the controller sideways and shake it and then aim it around to freaking. And I turned that on again. I'm really bad at this. And you gotta fucking aim shit to spray paint because the hero Des, I think his name is a freaking graffiti artist, and like. No other game does that anymore. Like, they're afraid to do that shit. They have all these gimmicks, but they stop using them. At least with Nintendo, and I'll give them credit for that. Even if they've got some really gimmicky shit like HD Rumble, HD Rumble, HD Rumble, HD Rumble, fucking motion controlling, they consistently implement it so that the features are not wasted. What is the point of this touchpad if no games are using them? What is the purpose of having motion controls if no games are using them? That's a game changer for first-person shooters if you can use this for freaking fine-tuning your aiming. The fact that you can't is utter bullshit. And I have, somewhere over there, I have a Steam controller, and I got that specifically so I could use motion aiming for Overwatch on the PC. And it just pisses me off so much. Sorry, this became a rant. This kind of unofficially became a rant video. Alright, now, let's get to Zelda. Although I might not play that. Although I have to work both jobs tomorrow, so that's gonna be, yeah. The reason why, okay, so, like, now that I've opened everything, I can tell you all this together, I think I calculated this earlier, so, the Switch, so, yeah, sorry, I can still use this. All that put together would have been all that was $603.89 before taxes and discounts. Now, one of the reasons why I camped out was so I could take advantage of some of my discounts. So after the discounts, that came down from $603.89 to $516.31. But then taxes brought it back up to $551. It hurts. It hurts a lot. I I shudder to think what it would have been if it would taxes with no discount. That would have been $650, if not $700. Fucking yikes. So let's see what else is in this thing. All right, the Switch. There's the AC adapter. So here's, oops, the AC adapter, HDMI cable. So let's set this down for a second. Joy-Con wrist straps. Alright, I see all that. I see you. There's the Joy-Con wrist straps. The grip accessory that is not a charging grip. Though that does mean that all this really is a piece of plastic. So I can understand why Nintendo would put in. You're getting this piece of plastic that's basically a holster for free. But most people have already done. Like I would compare the Switch to that, but like the Switch controller to the Xbox controllers and shit like that. But you guys have no doubt seen that by now. And that's the dock. Now that I've heard all the horror stories about people scratching the shit out of the disc, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I get my hands on a screen protector. I'm gonna have to go back out in a bit and find one. Oh, and the fucking Logan movie came out too. Shit. Talk about bad timing. And then Horizon Zero Dawn had the nerve to try to come out at the same time as the Zelda and be like, yeah, we're here too. Good luck, guys. You should have put that out either a long time before or a long time after. Not around the same time. Right. So even the Zelda Special Edition has this thing. There is. Oh, come on now. Why? The Sheikah carrying case. You know, I think I might mess with the system, but I'm not even gonna put it in the. I'm not gonna put it in the dock until I get my hands on a screen protector. That is a pretty looking case. It's a pretty looking case. I can see it has a a strap to keep this system in. And what we've got here? Okay, something for the accessories. Earbuds and accessories. It actually even says that earbuds and accessories go right there. And a spot for all your games. What the fuck is it with people licking the Switch cartridges? Like they said, like, yeah, we made sure, like, yeah, these things are small. We don't want children eating them, so we made sure to make them taste bad. And everybody's like, oh! That wasn't an invitation to do that, guys. What the shit? Well, I guess that's exactly the opposite of what you should be doing. They did that so you wouldn't put it in your mouth, and everybody's like, "Oh, I wonder what this tastes like." Like, fuck. It's like this is the new gold. Just, yep, that's some Switch right there. There we go. Sound collection. Zelda has always had some epic music, and if the trailer alone is any indication, this is gonna be good. There's the map. There's somewhere in green, because why not? And there's a couple more things here. There's the actual game. I'm kind of surprised that the special edition does not come with the season pass. What the hell? There's that Zelda coin. That is a... Get off me! That is a pretty looking coin, though. Kind of wish it would do something, but like, you know, it's obviously just a collector's item, so that's all it should be. And of course, Zeruda, Breath of the Wild. It's like bang! He's just like whatever. Zero fucks given, like. But then I can actually kind of understand it, because if if they did what everybody else does with their special edition bullshit, your fucking gold edition For Honor and fucking Call of Duty and shit, where you pay more right out of the gate and you get the season pass on top of it. But but even then, it's not exclusive. Like this way, like if somebody who doesn't get the special edition doesn't get cheated out of having to pay. Oh wow, I paid $60 for the regular edition, the full game, and I still have to pay $20 on top of that for the season pass. And these guys got a whole bunch of shit. I'd much rather enjoy like this. I'd much rather enjoy physical rewards, like the Xenogears special edition, which came with an art book and a coin and a little USB vault thing that had the soundtrack in it. And I've long since lost that, but then I've long since lost interest in the game too. I wish it should have been an active action type game and not so much an RPG. I think that definitely, if it was an action game more like Monster Hunter, that definitely would have been a hot game that I'd probably still be playing now. Speaking of which, I hope we do end up getting a Monster Hunter on this thing. I've stopped playing Monster Hunter Generations because as soon as I started getting into Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, they announced Monster Hunter 4, and it was like, well, fuck. Why am I still playing this? And then I picked up Monster Hunter 4, and they announced Generations. Like, well, shit. And then I picked up Generations, and now there's like Monster Hunter Generations 2 or Double... What, I don't know whatever it is. It was Monster Hunter Cross in Japan, and now it's Double Cross. So I just picked this up, and there's yet another version that's coming out. Like, fuck you, Capcom. I thought you had learned your lesson, but apparently not. Apparently they're just going all in. Monster Hunter is the new Street Fighter to them. So now you got Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter 4 Championship Edition, Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter 4 Championship Edition, and then Monster Hunter 4 Turbo. Can't wait for Super Monster Hunter,